So match number 2. I didn't put it on screen, but we have Syndicate, so I can adjust. UK is ahead at the moment, 1-0. So Mistikal cannot lose this series, otherwise Team Ukraine finishes on 3rd, 4th position. Okay, so let's have fun and see. A nice pickup from the get-go. Double siege master thinned out immediately. One of them also bringing the traveling priestess.
Yeah, those traveling priestess both didn't get mulliganed yet, so a bit unlucky there. Now the question is, what does Mistikal do? Is he going to push, or is he going to take a more passive approach? He's thinking about it. Oh, he's going for the Novigrad on red. So this basically signals that he's going to fight for this round.
Yeah, otherwise you just sacrificed a pretty good card early on.
Yeah,
so
it's a pretty big card.
The fight will be for this round 1 for the last say.
Yeah, but it's understandable because this Priestess deck, it's a bit weaker in the second round than most other decks. Oh, I just realized that JSN has a brick, but that's not a problem.
Not with this leader, yeah.
No.
The brick came from the Siege Master, but it can be sent back by leader, it can be sent back by the curse scroll to the bottom of the deck, and also we do see Istrat, and Istrat is utilized here immediately.
Wait.
Buffing the Traveling Priestess so that they do have their zeal. A bit of open, I hope that's the correct. This is the streamer delay. Yeah, the correct card goes.
He didn't click Istrat, he used the leader. Okay, those secret agents, she can purify the poison. Part of it comes down. Yeah, Mistikal doesn't have a board to play pulling the strings, so that's interesting. What does he do here? I mean, I wonder if Mistikal could have played Fate Experiment first before the Fist deck to play around Secret Service.
Perhaps a different ingredient.
Oh, Mutant Maker overspending doesn't feel great.
Yeah, with the Novigrad on board, this feels like a nice setup for JSN, but not for Mistikal here.
Especially because maybe Mistikal just wants to pass after all. Because he chose not to play Bloody Good Friends, yeah.
Yeah, maybe seeing what Jason's starting hand looks like, the board setup, the failure to poison was of course predictable, as you know that your opponent is running.
Yeah.
The Secret Service.
Okay, so unfortunately for Jason, he didn't get to click Istrat. So I assume he wants to bleed now. He has to bleed. In Mistikal, he developed the Novigrad in order to defend the bleed now, I presume.
And basically only spent one tech card.
Yeah.
Did see one of the machines come out. But still a lot of pinging. Even if there is no control, if they manage to set up the board with the machines, you might struggle for your tanks. But between Novigrad, leader, you probably are pulling the strings on one of the Onager or reinforced ballista.
Yeah, those ballistas aren't great in this matchup. They might end up just getting more value from Mistikal than for JSN. So he goes for the snowdrop, understandable. Gets a priestess, which is...
Well, it's finally getting some charges, so 3 and 5 at the moment. Hubert is on 2, so should be getting out pretty soon. Also, Sunset Wanderer, not the card that we've seen a lot of usage of in the recent meta, so yeah, it's still traveling with the priestesses through the hand.
Yeah, that it is. Yeah, JSN, by spending both leader charges round 1, he only has 1 leader charge left now. I guess Hubert is jumping out. Still has double lock, but locks don't do much in this matchup. The best targets for locks are little birds. Okay, and the snowdrop is now Mystikal's.
Yeah. Can you justify going into a long round against Syndicate? Probably not. Even if you are setting board with or setting your priestesses to a great value, yeah, you have to continue here, and we do see Hubert coming out with the gank.
Yeah, Shady Vendor. Does he get the pulling the strings?
Yes,
he does.
Stacks on the board, so machine is being moved to the city defense as well.
Yeah, so I think now JSN probably knows he's not going to get his card back.
I mean, he can let the sunset out, then he will. Potentially, at least. It's still close.
Yeah.
And sunset is a big card. Okay.
So he
There
goes
we
with
go.
Pride.
Wait.
Mistikal, I think he's going to set up carry over with the sausage maker sooner rather than later. But right now he might want to just get ahead.
Can also start setting up another machine, siege engine, for pulling the strings if he has to. If Jason continues to go here till the end.
So Jason isn't playing Tridems, right? Tridem infantry.
Yeah.
I guess they do the same as Nonager, kinda. Okay, so Mistikal doesn't go ahead.
What can I do for you?
No, he does, right? Was he ahead? I'm not sure.
I was checking the stream.
No, he was.
All
He
that,
wasn't.
so I didn't pay enough attention. But now we do have Sunset coming out for 11. Picks up Renfrey. Good card to pick up, considering like the neutrals. Finding neutrals is a problem for this deck occasionally. So
Does he get the second Sesame to get the Pride?
I mean,
Yeah,
pulling the
no, I
strings,
mean,
yeah,
pulling the strings, yeah.
goes for that.
Okay.
Indeed.
Yeah, and
No
now he has.
reason Sorry.
No, I mean now he has carryover and a card up, and is a card up, so quite a comfortable spot, I would say.
No reason for Jason not to play his cheap and bad cards and play Rent-Free for carryover. So, Mistikal will travel into the next round with the Sigi and Bank most likely.
Wanna know why?
Okay, so play a bronze unit from your hand is found. Damage. Yeah. So it's player
Goes for the
bronze
damage.
and also 6 damage.
So he can play 2 cards in 1 turn, which is nice. Another question: what does Mystical commit? Guess he could go for the Fistech Trafficker. Oh, he has so many good cards left as well, Mystical. So there's a Junior in the deck.
So
Yeah, let's see. It's going to be difficult for Jason to pull this off.
yeah, Jason's Traveling Priestess is also on what, 9 and 3 charges, which is far from amazing. He can still mulligan them once or twice with the mentors, of course.
See, so that's so interesting. Mystical, he recognizes that he doesn't really need points now, he needs carryover. So instead of poisoning the Sunset Wanderers, he just goes for the self-poison so he can get more coins.
Okay, so the second Priestess is buffed now as well.
That's nice.
And gets to 5 charges.
Wait, why? What? Okay.
Yeah, he cannot play the last card.
Yeah, he's never going. Mystical, what does he go for? Does he go for the Little Bird or for the Vivaldi back? Little Bird, of course.
Was showing units,
Makes sense.
And yeah, the lead is kind of insurmountable here, so we do see
Okay, so we have a short round. 4 cards, 4 versus 5, but Mystical has Sigurufn, and Sigurufn is more than 1 card, right?
Yeah,
He's
he
kinda
has
2 or
Sausage
3
Maker on
cards.
the board, and that's also a card.
That's, and what's more important, it's attack,
Yeah.
which is okay. So
Okay, so Onager, Traveling Priestess, Doregarai in deck. There is 1 mentor. To pick some cards, 2 out of 3 still for Jason.
So, can Mystical set up 4 tags? He can, right? If he opens with Mutant Maker.
Yeah. Can
Opens with Mutant
Jason play Onager, Traveling Priestess,
He can with leader. He can play both in 1 turn, and his
clear
leader
the
ability
tags?
can also remove some tags. Okay, so Mystical goes for the Jack.
Humankind, all non-humans must die.
Yeah, makes sense.
So yeah, I think putting just Mutant Maker could have been a bit risky. Now with 24 points on the board, I don't think he's getting board wiped. So we see more of a normal gameplay here from the Priestess. Not really forcing anything out.
I think JSN really wanted to draw the dog away, right?
Yeah, now it's coming from Vernon or Leader.
Visible mutation, rough skin, vertical
Yes,
pupils,
so
horns.
how many points can JSN put realistically on the board if he goes? I guess he goes for leader into Priestess and then he takes the Vernon.
Okay, so
Okay, I guess that's
we
better.
see Priestess with 11
Yeah.
charges with double
Oh, and
Onager.
they're going to double Onager, and as long as he plays around Junior. Jesus, those are.
Jacques dies.
Oh, he didn't kill the second fast one. Though.
Nice one, not dying, but yeah, that's 30 points onto your side of the board. The
Jesus.
coin is kinda not an issue at the moment. There are still
Yeah, I think I
Yeah, so the failed
underestimated
experiment
those.
is
those
going through with the
priestesses.
fish tech, right? Yeah. At least one of them is dying.
One of them is dying, but he still has another one left. The weaker one, though.
So that's
Even
20-point Traveling Priestess.
wait, he could lock the sea jackal.
Yes.
Beauty is
He can also
Ooh.
snipe Sea Jackal, but
Yeah, if he stands it, he snipes sea jackal. He
He's
doesn't
not.
end up killing anything.
But yeah, the coin. Look at the pulling the strings value.
Oh,
It's insane.
he doesn't. Wait, why doesn't he why didn't he
Because
spend?
he was not pulling anything, and
Oh.
he needed to maximize points, I guess.
Right. Okay, wow. With JSN with the Priestess win. I wasn't expecting that, to be
Yeah.
honest. But apparently, card advantage is a social construct. I would expect so.
And for me, on Mystical spot, we have all 3 decks still available. Shield Wall was banned, so takes
Oh,
Pirates.
Mystical Pirates on blue. That's a bit awkward.
Yeah, you have conditions everywhere. Like for unicorns, you'll need 2 of them. For demon smugglers, you need ships. You don't want to play ships before you get at least some armor onto them. You have adrenaline cards. You have something like Commander's Horn that you need board presence. You need to find terror. Like a lot of conditions. Gives condition is kind of don't break. And even if you do, there is like still some value in your cards.
Exactly. You can map out the order of those cards that they have to be played in, right? In Mystical's hand. He can't play half the cards now, right? He can only play Smuggler, basically, or Corsair if he really wanted to.
Even buffing this ship to 9. You need ship to survive and not die to rebuke to
Or
play your
Esco.
demon smugglers. There is a curse now that is kind of floating, but at least you're killing the Hamadryad this way. So
Yeah, and this he has Terror of the Seas in his opening hand, which is a big deal. But yeah, JSN, he could just go full smoke mode. This hand.
yes, losing Hamadryad is kind of painful, as you don't get more of them wandering tridents, bigger ones. And now there is a 6-power Ogwen.
And
you have Leader, you have Terror, you have Demon.
Yeah, unless he goes for Terror and Leader, I don't think he can kill it.
Smuggler,
Smuggler,
Leader
okay.
also
Yeah,
kills
Smuggler,
it.
Leader.
It's kind of
Smuggler,
the same.
Leader, fair enough.
You can also just derange Corsair and Leader and pray.
Yeah, that's the best way, of course.
That's the most pro way of doing it.
I wonder if he's doing the math. What can he do to stay ahead of Tempest? Could play the second demon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there is no tomorrow,
airline.
just jam.
Okay, so I think this should be enough for Mystical to not lose on even. I don't think Symbiosis can put 21 points on board without a board state. Yeah. Okay, but Mystical, he did spend both his leader charges, so it's a bit expensive.
He needs control for what? Second fledgling?
Yeah, that's true. I
Other
guess
than
he doesn't
that,
really need-
Hamadryad, but he has COC, so Hamadryad's value is a bit limited. Still a lot of symbiosis procs though, if she keeps below the tallest unit.
So I think Mystical is thinking if he can win this round, or if he should just pass and try to defend the bleed. It's interesting, right? I'm not sure. Yeah, Corsair makes a lot of sense here. I'm not sure if this Pirates list wins the long round against Symbiosis. Maybe?
It has scary amount of points, but well, not Cultit's amount of scary points.
Yeah.
It's reasonable. It can put up a
It's a
fight.
point slam deck, right? And Symbiosis kinda is a point slam deck as well. Okay, so now we go for the Filler Vandal into Frog Mating Season. First time today that we see this line. And it's this is what I would call a scary amount of points because he is almost he is
He's ahead.
He is ahead.
In this one simple move.
Yeah, now he's ahead, and he still has Tempest as a nice follow-up. So even
At least Commander's Horn is almost as broken. Overguard, sadly for Mistikal, he didn't have any golds on the board, so yeah, the value is not that insane, but we'll count Roach jumping out for those extra points, sure.
14 points. So does he get ahead?
Not this time.
No, he doesn't. Okay, so Mystical has a pass. No, he doesn't, right?
What do you mean?
No, yes, of course he does.
Is,
Yeah, he has a pass, There's Cataclysm, okay. It's fine.
Yeah, I thought maybe I missed an infusion or something, but yeah, by the looks of it, he gets a pass. Does he want a pass? He has COC on to 13, he has 5 armor on Terror.
Maybe.
You can always Gwen into Syrinova.
Yes. If you play COC, it's a bit scary to lose an even. He's thinking about it. He plays COC, okay. Yeah, I think this should, unless Jason commits Simlas to win on even, I don't think he can catch up with one card. Unless he plays the second Frog Mating Season, even though, the second Frog Mating Season is a lot weaker than the first.
Okay, you might have just called the line. Since almost all frogs are dead, it's time
Let's
for
go again.
Frog Avengers to assemble.
Let's go again.
No.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Just goes for the...
That's a bit of a letdown. What's he saving those frogs for? Okay. Takes the pass. Okay. So JSN has now a decision to make. Does he push round 2? Or does he go into a 9-card round?
Does he believe in his own points, or just short round with Seamless is enough?
Oh, and Mystical has Syrinova on the dry pass. Golden Necker also is a lot of points.
Yeah, and it's not
So
bricked.
is Bjorn. Oh,
And Jason is bricked. Okay.
classic. But I think those mulligans tell you that he wanted to push round 2.
Yeah,
Because he mulliganed Borderway.
Sharkan or Pathfinder would have been alright. Terror is on 5 damage. You have Bjorn on 5 damage as well. You can sacrifice 3 boosts from Unicorn.
This is a pass now.
Yeah.
It's not a great pass, but it's a pass. I mean, he would have, yeah, traded Hamadryad for a gold card. Oh, this Naiad Pondkeeper doesn't feel great, right?
Yeah, since it requires you to have a non-symbiosis card. You cannot do anything.
Oh, difficult. Okay, Mistikal has to make a decision. What does he spend? Like, Björn could get ahead. Ponies could get ahead.
I suppose at some point we might see ponies coming out. Should be a... Okay, he doesn't know that Seamless is bricked. So
Yeah, he doesn't.
It wouldn't be a get out of a round card, but in this situation I think we might be nearing that. So Jason should be happy he got the ponies out. And yeah, we still see not ideal. Hamadryad like wants this is my vitality. I want to utilize it, but Frogs yeah, saying no.
Oh, this sets up the perfect Terror of the Seas. Yeah.
Jason does see like good cards coming out of Mystikal's hand, but there is still Quen into Witcher. There is still Axel somewhere.
Yeah, and
Golden
Berengar is
Necker.
also a nice amount of points when you have last say.
So yeah, nice trades, but you also
Yeah, I think you're quite
seen-
happy when you're Mystical because I don't think you traded down in terms of value, but you instead you have a card more. And Sakwen, not the best card so
Yeah.
far.
without the frogs, without the long crown with treants.
Yeah,
It's much worse, and your Gort is basically like a Berengar, more or less.
that's true. He didn't draw Esco either.
Mystical still has a special, a ship, tutor, and Kain Kaduch, so nothing
think
is
he
bricked.
Nothing is bricked unless he plays Golden Necker before he plays Quen. He
Yeah.
could actually brick,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
With
It's
the
unlikely,
Berengar.
but you've seen it happen. That's a bit also, I think, the difficult.
That there is a prize-winning
Yeah.
blue ribbon.
So
Priestess
Witcher
Berengar.
cannot kill Witcher, so Skill Pathfinder on City Nova was not possible, and that means that Berengar is basically safe.
Yeah, that's the Witcher's code, right? You're not allowed to kill one of your own. So yeah, similar
Should I, an elf,
doesn't
save
feel
to
great
earth
in
with
this
an
situation. It's still a lot of points, but yeah, it just barely catches up.
Speaking of barely things, Bear Witcher comes out from Quen, so Golden Necker is a go. No
Yep.
bricks there. You have 3 ships coming from
Took
the
off
tutor.
life playing for 6. Rebuke playing for 6 as well, I think. I guess more.
Okay, so Axel decided to stay at home today, but yeah, Jason also
Okay.
decided to forfeit.
1-1 in the series. Skellige and Anna going for whether or not he gets to be breaches.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so interesting.
Okay, a
Jason-
portal. Look at
Portal in
this.
the opening hand is a big
Who
deal.
suggested Avalach Sage? I don't understand.
Yeah,
why,
I'm
why,
sorry.
why would you guys even like consider that card when you have scenario?
Wait, did he draw all his
Yes,
artifacts
that's
from
that's
one?
what I'm leading towards. Skytroll,
Okay.
Portal, Ale of Ancestors. Like, what would this Avalach make you mulligan a good card to play a bad one. Nice. Think about it. This is how you draw if you are competing in. Yeah, like, if you are not drawing like this, I don't know why would you join a tournament.
Yeah, fair enough. He does have double blessing.
Perhaps a different ingredient.
Interesting, because Mistikal much prefers to steal those creatures rather than kill those creatures. So we're gonna see if those Freya's blessings are going to get the job done. But oh, and he draws Ermion.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Did he discard a Freya? Okay, interesting. Makes sense. Kinda. He could have discarded the Crow Clan Druid.
I suppose.
I'm not sure what the downside in discarding, because you play one Alchemy more, right? If you do it the other way, but that's fine. Yeah, Furco into Plunder. Interesting. He's looking for tags, I think. Blind Eyes is a good tag. Oh, he has 5 tags now, right? No, 4.
4 with the leader.
5 with leader.
Yeah.
Wait, so he can steal the...
The second one comes at 4 anyway, so...
The 4. Yeah.
No leader required.
I guess he could have stolen the one at 5 first and then the one at 4. Nah, but that's less committal this way. Okay, so... Jason, he could have played around that a bit if he played Ale of Ancestors earlier. Of course, that plays into the poisons he's expecting Mistikal to have.
It also plays into the lack of resilient artifact in round 3, I suppose.
That's true.
He's seen Mistikal pass early previous match on Syndicate, even after Novigrad, so maybe was checking how good the hand is and what's the game plan. But yeah, this time around Mistikal is sticking around.
Bit awkward now, because Jason would love to save those cards, right? Oh, he goes for the cat shoulder.
The least alchemy card of all the artifacts.
Yeah.
So that goes out first. If you wanted control, you probably would have expected this card earlier.
Yeah, I guess cat shoulder is just too good to not play in Skellige.
Snipes the Crown Splitter.
Oh, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, now he can't putting the strings onto the preacher, right? Even if he leaders.
Yeah, would need to play.
He could steal a crow though, if he wants to. Or Crow Clan Druid. Yeah, he goes for the crow. And he stays ahead. Oh, okay, now JSN loses on even. He does have Cat Crowder to defend the bleed. Interesting.
Yeah, now if you survive the bleed, you do have some artifact carryover, especially like considering you're playing Gwentfinity, even if it's already used, you can still recharge it.
Yeah.
We see our Oathkill being mulliganed. That's
So
a win con.
he wants, yeah, that's the win card. But those Crow Messengers, I mean, they can play for 12 points because he did play Axel round 1. So those Crow Messengers can actually be a nice amount of carryover. Interesting. Okay, so So Mistikal has to decide now whether or not he wants to make round 3 short or long.
Okay, we do see Cow immediately. But yeah, Mistikal is playing Little Bird, I assume. Yeah, that's
Ran off in fear
not
of her
getting
father
ahead.
beast, do they?
It isn't.
We didn't see Clash
I assume. Yeah.
on the double tagged unit, but
Okay,
we
he
do see
goes-
the control of the Spander.
Yeah, that's why Catroll is so good, right?
Yeah.
Such a... Okay, he goes for the bank. Oh,
How deep was it?
Novigrad was right at the bottom.
Okay.
That's unfortunate. Oh, and Heatwave immediately just nukes the Novigrad.
By the end of the day.
Kind of crazy how much control he's
Magic
having.
is a curse, a blessing, and
And Wimmeanders decided, this is like the Wimmeander that decided to play some RPG, chose like a wholesome class, but decided to be a warrior still. Going to recharge the character all day over something more wholesome like a Masha Truffle or Giddy.
Yeah, I agree with this line. I wonder... Oh, he holds on to the... I think he's scary of Mistikal having a poison, so he doesn't want to commit too much. Interesting. I guess he can afford it. But Jason has to think about round 3 because he's not playing Crow Mother. And one of the Crow Messengers already has doomed.
Oh. Yoink.
And the other one is getting yoinked. Yeah.
So don't drink and fly, otherwise you might just end up in another city like this crow. Okay, we get second click of card roll. The card roll of course would be disappearing.
Couldn't he find the body?
Really good friends, okay. Oh, he doesn't click the sausage maker, which is interesting. Because it kinda tells you that Mistikal wants to play one more card, right?
Yeah, I don't think there was any control, so...
man is an
does he need
No.
coins for Mastermind? Had 3 tags, so...
Okay, so now if Mistikal plays Fate Experiment first, he could bait Jason into playing Croakland Druid and saving scenario for round 3, which could... he could get too old if Jason isn't careful, because it's a scary position to be in.
We have
See,
one...
Ruben could get Collusion and Jack, or Collusion and Junior, and...
Okay, goes for the Sigi first.
Oh, Tiki
Not
first.
Ruben.
Okay, so this tells Jason that he has to play... He has to play Scenario next.
We've not had enough.
Might not even be enough though.
Also see DJ without the leader commitment.
Who nicked my mushrooms again?
Here you are not scared of insta poison, so can go all in.
Mm,
And
Okay,
he
gets ahead even.
And then you
I
get it proc with Rhizome spawning. Which...
So, Mistikal, how many points does Mistikal have? He has 8, 14, right?
Oh, nothing to
Yeah,
kill with,
Mistikal comes to
yeah,
O.
not that many.
He comes to O because he can't even spend all his coins.
And then
He
he
can-
meets with Oddkill, unless Oddkill is the literally bottom card.
Yeah,
Oddkill is, of course, in this list only for double Phrase Blessing, no trees, no creates.
yeah. I mean, it's quite unlikely that he doesn't draw Outgo.
Well,
Well,
Maxi can show you the way.
Wait!
Well, he mulliganed it so that he can play it as a
Find
win
it?
con. It's
Ooh,
here. It's here, but that was that was
that was
very, very
close.
scary.
It was close. Yeah. Okay.
So we have Orkel going in immediately.
Bow before modern prayer.
Getting
We serve
So
her
I would
who is
assume
virgin mother of the
double
double
breaches.
creature.
One who is
Yeah,
blind
because
can yet
The
see.
the crows are disbanded. Only one left.
Yeah.
crow.
We're not
All her
taking.
friends died.
Junior is out. There is only
Junior's
one
out.
tag.
There are not enough coins for Brawler to go ham. Yeah.
One, go!
Those preachers are gonna get some nice value.
Yeah, one of them gonna eat some wrong mushrooms later on with fish tech mixed.
Of course, JSN has to play around poisons as well as he can. Oh, and Mystical missed Jack as well, right? Oh, that's
Yeah.
a bit hurtful. Jack is a good card, but
How about this one?
wait.
So he was not aiming at stealing a 2-power unit.
He could have played. No, I guess even if he plays leader, he doesn't.
Yeah,
Get
there
a
are
good
only
pull.
3 tags.
He could play eavesdrop, and I guess, but then you break up your poison combo, which isn't great either.
Yeah, that's also like the win con, so I don't know.
Yeah,
The
Payday
KOB is
doesn't do
coming
anything.
now.
I guess Payday can kill Otko.
So, how are things?
How?
Okay.
Uh,
He's
Is
just
it
in a
better?
crow stealing business, okay? Some of the
Okay.
messengers, others just crows. Anything goes on the black market of Novigrad.
I mean, it could be quite close, right? Mystical has last say. He has 13
Spending.
points. He has
I don't
failed
know, can
experiment.
Can it be really close?
I think
You have
this-
to click, right? Wait, no, there is no more damage. You don't have to click. Never mind.
I have to click.
And there is no damage.
Mystical
click.
just plays failed experiments and holds and waits for Jason to give you a poison target. Yeah. He goes for the. Okay, yeah,
Look at
that's a lot of
that
points.
Value
That's a lot of points.
makes you want to go into a mushet raffle and get a pint of ale of ancestors.
Another man's ripe patch for harvest.
Yeah.
But there goes the spending and more spending.
I mean,
and
10 points,
10
reasonably
points.
close. Okay, interesting. Alchemy getting through as well. So now it's gonna come down to Gift. Can Gift beat Syndicate?
Will be ending the semifinal. Mistikal winning will bring full tilt Gwent and Holder out of hiding, who will be fighting in match number 3. So depending on your preferences, how is your day planned? It might be personal for every viewer and caster and organizer and player as well. Maybe full tilt just wanted to grind the ladder. You never know.
Yeah, maybe he wants to just enjoy his weekend. Who knows? Maybe he didn't even want to play Gwent. Okay, Now tattooing. Tattooing
Okay, so
on
we
blue.
receive tattooing from blue.
I mean, the good thing is, I think it's a matchup that you can find, like, Mystical probably knows this matchup quite well, right? It's not an uncommon matchup on ladder if you try to play tattooing on ladder.
I would assume he
So-
also jammed quite a lot of tattooing.
Yeah.
Although, not sure what his monster preference should be tattooing at the moment.
So he went for
The Hive Mind
Hive
will be
Mind into
spawning Stalker next.
Stalker next, so he can just leader
control.
charge spontaneous evolution.
Mm-hmm. And then
That's the
have some
combo, right?
control over the naiads.
Let's play Nagofa first. Jeez, and I mean, he could go for the Ogwen round 1 again. Just put on some pressure. Oh, he also has, because he has frog mating season and 4th.
Yeah, that's far
A
better.
lot of points. Ogwen, I mean, this tattooing deck
How are things?
is a bit weird, right? Because it doesn't really have a lot of control. It doesn't really have. Really have engines. It has some point slam, some uninteractiveness in round 3. If you get there.
Okay, so that's 2 charges, 3 charges, 4 charges.
4 charges.
That's pretty decent. Still, one time where you'd prefer fog over the frost. So that's a lot of charges gone. You probably want to get some Lara value already in this round 1.
Jason choosing to buff the Naiad Fledgling as well, so he plays around the... I guess it doesn't really matter because he has a Stalker.
Yeah, the
on board.
Stalker is a nice control tool here.
Interesting. I'm curious to see how this match goes, but both players are playing quite fast, and he goes for the frog mating season, the first one, and it doesn't get him ahead.
It does activate
Nice.
the Naiad onto the Wandering Trine, but considering we might see another...
Oh, and Mystical's front row is full.
yeah, but he
So
has the
this-
Stalker, so he needs to spawn
Yeah,
and
okay.
consume. But yeah, I will even see that here. He goes for full points.
Yeah, understandable.
Also removes the Stalker from the Wandering Trine.
But I think JSN shouldn't be in a terrible spot because I think he knows that he should have more points than Tattooing, right? In a long round 3. So if he can get the first Lara out. Expect Lara to come out. Okay. Mystical's playing it quite slowly here.
Gets the job done though with
Yeah, this Stalker
With the
is
kill.
putting the work in, right?
yeah. Is the
I
set
wonder-
still missing the deal breaker?
Yeah,
he
that's
found
what
better hand this time around for pushing, but there was one nuisance and yeah, the lack of Escal.
Yeah, that's the question, right? I'm not sure if he would have wanted Esco to play round 1. So he could kill this Stalker. Yeah. This impenetrable fog isn't great. But I guess you want to get it out of the deck. ASAP. He could... Okay, he goes for the Nagofa into Laura, okay.
That's a lot of golds
Points,
there, but
yeah.
at least there was Decree as well. So,
Yeah. But he
One,
could have
two,
gotten like more wood and
Heatwave.
Heatwave, I guess would have been the worst. Yeah, okay. Mystical has round control, which is the important. Now I wonder if he wants, whether or not he pushes.
And quite a few swarm cards. Still has Narafa's Nest and I guess the one leader charge. Night raids provide you with bodies.
Yeah, Does he have to push? Can he? Because Jason doesn't really have many engines left, right? His only engine is like Hammer Dryad. Basically,
Well,
and Hammer Dryad.
Bond Keepers create symbiosis engines,
I guess so, yeah, but yeah.
and there is no
I suppose.
no stalkers anymore.
I shall die with it.
The beauty of playing against open decks, you know that you don't have to play around freaking predatory deck.
That's true. That's
Playing
true.
Tatterwing. So nice, so freeing.
Okay, so yeah, a lot of swarm.
And 2 big bodies as finishers.
Yeah, that's the game plan. So yeah, he goes for the Night Pawn Keeper because what's
This
better?
extra day is kinda bad once again. In terms of the frost just killing it. The engine
Oh yeah,
created.
it sucks. And Simlas doesn't really. Oh yeah. Oh, that's not. That's of course the best position Tatooine can be in, because they can push round 2.
Okay, dodges
Now they
the
can go
frost.
to a short round, and they have 5 points uninteractive.
Yeah, and the beauty of having that Tatterwing immunity is that you can avoid Eskel and finish
can
with
avoid
the
Eskel.
Morphoot. Otherwise, playing 2 tall bodies would definitely give Witcher some monster harking work for a while. What's the third best card? Oh, like what are the cards Misty wants?
Wait, Simlas can get you ahead, no?
It's
Okay, no,
20.
Simlas can catch up, right?
Yeah, it should.
I think Mystical's considering 2-0. Oh yeah, he's going for it. Okay.
Once again, yeah, no.
22 plus.
Can travel with just Morphoot into the next round. I think he still will be fine after getting Seamless out. And if there is no Seamless in Jason's current hand, good luck.
Yeah. He has to play Simlas and God.
You are no loser.
Okay, are we going into the gift overrated modes anytime soon?
I mean, I've been.
Or I'll cut your gob.
You get your frogs.
Yeah. Okay, by the way, I think Mystical could have guaranteed the win to play Morphoot, right? He could have played Morphoot and won, guaranteed, because. I mean, I guess, unless. Yeah, okay, never mind. I guess Jason could have had Philavandro and Esco, and that could have been more points than God and Simlas. Okay. Yeah. Philavandro is a nice amount of points.
Yeah. The frogs activate Sharkan as well.
This Dryad's Caress
Yes,
sucks.
yeah.
I guess there was nothing better left. Gwent so far, not a convincing card.
Yeah,
Symbiosis.
the bodies are there, what are you hitting?
Yeah, in theory it's nice, but it didn't really
Those are also
make
all
the best
small
impression.
cards.
Yeah,
So
nice.
Morwood is getting there slowly.
Your soul.
Oh, at least
Yeah.
you get to kill the Nagel.
I mean, it's quite a close. Yeah, I guess that's. But Gwent, yeah, was Esco. Okay, how is it still so close that Tattling won this game? I mean, this kind of crazy, right?
Yeah, one better card than Caress. There was nothing left.
I mean, Esco was better, right?
Yeah, Lemon sequel today.
Exactly.
And it was,
Yeah. to predict the queues in the 5th match of a series. Yeah, that's me. Okay, he mulligans Philavandro away, so he can get a frogmating season out of it. I wonder if he mulligans God, because God kind of... It's not a card you really want. Yeah, okay, he does it. Mystico, again, pretty decent hand. Even though he doesn't have bloody good friends, which is a bit annoying. And you don't really want to Vivaldi bank for it, if you can avoid it. Okay, so...
No poisons as well.
No poisons as
unless
well.
you roll a tutor.
He does have Siggy at least. Okay, so I think JSN should be really careful about committing cards he doesn't have to. Like, he has to resource manage really well.
Yeah, kinda.
You don't want to commit too much. Against Syndicate, there's not much room for error. You have to keep all the tags in mind. You can't remove them really well. You can maybe rebuke the mutant makers and the little birds. But other than that, okay, he goes for double hammer round 1. I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Yes,
I guess, okay, yeah.
Although passive value from the card, you don't have to vitality it up. It's still kinda decent.
Ran off in fear of her father Beorn, do they?
I guess, yeah. I mean, you can it sets up a frogmating season, right?
Yeah, alternatively you can go all in on the vitality, but frogs, hammer drives, not the best.
I guess I can kind of see it, because you don't want to play into poisons in later rounds, so you don't mind playing into poison a bit right now, right?
Yeah. His alternative was also playing the non-infused Pawn Keeper, killing the little bird, overcommit lose a couple of points from the 3-inch.
True. Yeah, I wouldn't have minded killing the little bird.
Although maybe like sausage maker, but sausage maker is a bit too much.
Sausage maker is a bit too much.
You only set up an 8.
Wait, maybe Gwent can shine?
I was just thinking tunnel vision in the Pawn Keeper, but there we go.
Finally, this card. And that's why you play this card, guys. That's why Gwen, for the Syndicate matchup, he is the MVP, the GOAT. Okay, now round 2. I would expect that JSN doesn't win the long round, so he has to bleed. He draws double Equinox.
Fox. Somewhere there. Okay, avoids
avoids the Fox. Avoids the Simless as well, though.
Yeah.
But he could fourth into Isengrim into Feeler. Yeah.
Just draw Seamless and all that.
Othrin just gets Horsens always. I think he was really hoping for Horse or Junior to not.
What do you mean, Feeler from Council? We have Seamless as well, so. That's.
But I meant you can forest into fourth into Council into Feeler.
Yeah, but that's not guaranteed, so you might be
okay,
forced
it's not
to Seamless.
Yeah, but I mean,
might be a bit
you and me, we ain't done yet.
Questionable.
Yes.
Do we see a leader charge? Oh, okay, yes, spent is nice. Avoids getting Pawn Keeper to 1 power, although it doesn't avoid. Jason needs to play the Pawn Keeper first for damage.
I would have liked to see the fledgling, right? Because Mystical couldn't have yoinked the fledgling. I mean, I guess he still can't now. Because he didn't set up a tag, but
I think the Pawn Keeper into the Circle of Life was removing a tag.
I guess so.
The opposite direction, the BJF always deals with the Wandering Treant that is in a range of killing it.
Mystical is looking for Novigrad, I would assume. Yeah. Novigrad getting... Okay, so he wants to set up... So what does he go for? Yeah, he goes for the high roll. Is he gonna get it? Or does he go for the Tempest? He could go for the Tempest. Yeah.
Doesn't go for the high roll, I imagine.
Understandable that you don't want to high roll in a match like this.
Has to fork onto the same row.
Okay, so now question is, can he get enough out of Mystical so that Mystical commits one of his win conditions? King of Beggars is at 12, by the way, still. So
he's not getting paid. He is kind of
No.
getting nervous already. Will I get my revenue at all? Also, unlucky roll on the fog, hitting the Wandering Treant at 3 power instead of BJF.
okay, so he goes for vendor back row, makes sense. Pulling the strings isn't great, but I guess you do it anyway. It does get him ahead.
So Mystical just wants to eradicate, and now we're rolling 50-50 once more. Yes, from the second try, the first fork couldn't kill it.
I don't think it's a huge deal because Jason doesn't really have enough strong cards to put in pressure for in order to force Mystical to use Collusion or Sigi. Yeah. Mystical's losing a point. He needs 8. So he needs 9. I guess another vendor.
It's such a steal, that Wandering Treant.
Okay, but he really gets punished if JSN has a Esk, right?
Yeah.
I'm not sure about this line. Because Esko would really hurt. Because then Mystical doesn't have a spender. He has to either leader or get one from vendor. Okay. Yeah, I think Mystical also has the click on Novigrad for the carryover. I guess I wonder. Okay, I guess JSN always plays and he gets a big card out, right?
Yeah. So the KOB is at 2. It gets out later. You can. Wait. What's the point gap? How did the point gap increase? Is Vitality and Fog doing a bit of extra work there? Doesn't matter because.
I mean, they're gonna be
anyway.
3 more points, right? I think Mystical might have to get KOB out now, which can make it awkward with the spender in round 3. He goes for Jack, gets KOB out. He still has the click on Novigrad. He has Sigi. Okay, he doesn't spend. Okay, yeah, makes
KOB
sense.
is left.
Wait, but why doesn't... Okay.
3 points
okay.
of carryover.
Sigi will get him out. Okay, Sigi will get King of Beggars out.
Okay, Askel finally coming to the party.
So he
and
needs
also
to. He
there
needs
was
to
what?
draw. He needs to. He draws Simulus. He needs to draw Simulus. Oh, he doesn't draw Simulus.
It's Philavandrel from hand.
Oh, that feels terrible. That's very unlucky. Oh, that's very unlucky.
Yeah. Mystical has Furco into something. Has a
Photo
couple of
Gwent.
categories.
If you are in the chat, I would start warming up starting up Gwent. I don't want to call it too early, but I believe you might have to. You might have to play. You might be summoned.
So somebody wake up Sif as well.
Yeah.
Okay, Phil Wanderer shows why he is a great contributor
Yeah.
without the frogs.
Unfortunately, not great enough. He gets off Fire Swan as well.
Yeah, Eskel would have done a better job. Although, okay, Misty goes
I mean,
here.
to be fair, it might not have mattered. I mean, we're gonna see, but maybe it didn't even matter. The missing of symbols, I mean. I'm not sure. I don't know. Because look how many points Mistikal has now.
And now, time to settle things.
Time to settle things.
Together.
Categories everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Gort even doubling his value is winning this.
Nah. I mean, in gold, it's just a poison target as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, we're gonna see a match decided. Oh, really close one this series.
Yeah.
Scoia'tael being a weak link yet again.
Gift OP, but not every time. Sometimes it breaks. So
Sometimes.
this is 1-1 for the overall series, and Mistikal winning it 3-2. GG's to both players, and now
GG's.
we have what? No communication from Metal, but probably 12-15 minutes.